Hello, I'm here with Parenting Anywhere again with another session that I'd like to talk to you about. And this one is called Words Are Powerful. We've all heard the little saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me. And we all know that that is far from true. Words can be very, very hurtful. And we need to be very cautious and careful in how we say what we say and in the words that we speak. I remember growing up, a family member thought it would be funny to make fun of my name. My name is Evelina, and my family and friends call me Ev or Evie. And so this particular person was just in a group of others and thought it would be hilarious to rhyme my name and call me Heavy Evie. Well, it was at a very preteen time in my life when your body's going through all kinds of changes anyway. And from that point on, I became almost obsessed with my appearance and with being overweight. I constantly wondered and looked in the mirror and thought, am I fat? Do I look fat? Do others think I'm fat? And I still struggle with self-image today. Now, I know I could stand to lose a pound or two, but being so obsessed and so overly concerned with that stems from words spoken that were spoken carelessly, that I took to heart, that changed the way the rest of my life kind of turned out. So words spoken in anger or jokingly or carelessly, once they're spoken, they can't be unheard, they can't be taken back, and their effects are long-lasting. Now, the person that said that to me realized how harmful it was and apologized. I forgave them. That's long past. And that's what you should do. Anytime you realize you've said something that is harmful to someone, you should always go and own it and apologize. But the effects of that, the harm of that, still lingers on. So it's best to not say it in the first place. So that's really kind of what we need to train our minds to do. And even as a mom, I have said hurtful things to my kids without really thinking about it at the time, and then realized later, oh, that really hurt them. Or maybe they've even come back to me and said, why did you say that? That hurt my feelings. And a lot of times I've said it trying to fit in with their crowd, to be cool, and just joking around about something about them. And then to me, it wasn't really a big deal, but to them, it was really, really hurtful. So I wish I could take those things back, those words spoken back, but you can't take them back. You can apologize, you can try to make better, but once they're out there, they're out there. Train your tongue to just keep from saying those things in the first place. And then another thing that I think we're really guilty of with our words is saying negative things about ourselves or to ourselves, like, oh, that was so stupid, I can't believe I did that. Or, I can't do this, I'm no good at this. When we say those types of things about ourselves, our kids are hearing that, and they're picking up on that self-talk, and they are then internalizing that, and they turn around and start saying the same things about themselves. In sports, in school, in relationships, they start saying, oh, I can't do this, or that's too hard, or I'm so stupid, or I hate myself. They start believing the things that they feed into themselves through self-talk. And so we need to stop that within our own lives so that we don't model that to our children. So words are very, very powerful. And especially, I think, when we speak out of anger and frustration, we can be very cutting to our children if we're not careful. And, you can see if you spank a kid or slap a kid, or, there are marks left on them. Those are visible marks. And I'm not saying do that, please don't. But the words that we speak also leave marks. They're just invisible marks. And sometimes I think they are more long-term and definitely more difficult to heal. So words do hurt. Words are powerful, and we need to be very careful about how we use our words. But the positive side of that is words are very powerful. And we can use our words in a positive way to build our children up. You know, from the time they are born, start telling them, hey, you are a beautiful creation made in the image of a loving God. And because of God, you are wonderful. You are amazing. I like to always point back to the fact that it's nothing that they've done that has made them wonderful, but it's everything that God has done. When they do something, whether they win or whether they just attempt a new activity, let them know that you're proud of them. Tell them, hey, I am so proud of you for trying that. You may not have come in first, but I don't care. You gave it your best. You are awesome. And if you say that to a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old, you can just see their face light up. I'm babysitting my grandchildren. I think I probably shared that. And 3-year-old Grayson, he's the big man now around. He helps with the babies. And when I tell him how proud I am of him, when he goes and gets me a diaper, or when he tries to quiet down the crying babies, he just puffs up. I mean, it is awesome to see that happen. Those words are powerful. I'm speaking into him, and I'm telling him how wonderful and how helpful he is. And guess what? He starts to believe that. He starts to believe that he can help me, that he can make a difference, and he can. But when we speak to our children, we need to understand those things that we speak into them, they do believe. They kind of become self-fulfilling prophecies, so to speak. What they believe, they become. And so it's our goals as parents to get our children to believe who they are, that they are wonderful creations made in the image of God. And you know, as I was thinking about all this, it came to my mind the Gospel of John, how it starts out. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The Word is Jesus. If we think about our words and how we use them the way Jesus would use them, it's going to drastically change the things we say and how we say it. So I encourage you, the next time you are saying anything at all, to think about who the Word is and let your words reflect Him. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you later.